Oh, the thing. Welcome, welcome. We are on our first official day of summer break. Actually, did you know that today is not really an official day for summer break?
Why not?
Because today is supposed to be your field day at home, because you guys had a day that you missed school when I was in Tucson, I think. I think you guys had like a big snowstorm or something like that. So today technically would be a school day. Aren't you glad it's not?
Actually, I'd be fine if it was a school day, if it was field day.
Yeah, field day, I guess.
Here's the toy. It's not really a unicorn, but it's a bunny.
Today we have the bunny of the week.
And actually, no, today wouldn't be field day. Friday would have been field day, because the last day of school is always yearbook signing.
That's true, I guess, huh?
The day before is.
I don't know, I'm just telling you, the schedule said have a field day at home. So we had our field day, we went for a walk.
Because this,
actually, I played D&D all morning.
Because it's like spring or summer, actually.
It's not summer yet.
It's almost summer.
Feels like it.
It's almost summer, but I have a bunny.
Sprummer?
And I
Is that kind of like brunch?
Might come out.
Kind of breakfast lunch?
I think the bunnies would have already come out,
it's okay.
so it's the bunny.
There you go. Does your bunny have a name? Checkers. Ah, it came with a name.
Checkers and cream puff.
Nice. Is that what came in there? No, because what came in there was, wasn't it chocolates?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I thought it was chocolate bunnies that came in there.
Kiari took the cage, even though she was supposed to share.
You cage snitcher. All right. Well, anyway, so today we are going, look at that, you got bunnies now instead of unicorns. Oh, stop.
Thank you.
Unibunny.
That's from Sue Ellen. So
Thank you, Sue Ellen.
hopefully you guys all had a good weekend. We totally took the weekend off. We just relaxed. What did we do? Like nothing almost.
I watched movies and played games.
Yeah, we played games.
What's summer packet? But we don't have our summer packet.
We have to pick yours up on Wednesday.
Oh.
It's coming.
So does that mean I start on Wednesday?
Yes.
Or am I supposed to do the work from Monday and Tuesday?
No, on Wednesday. So you guys, guess what I got last week?
I was going to go on a bike. And showed up.
Yeah. Okay. So last week, one of my friends sent me a package because I told him.
Get to open it.
Yes, I told him what I wanted to do with you guys.
Something?
He did. He did send us something.
Did he send the girls something?
Well, he sent all of us something. So this is something for all of us.
Yay.
Okay. Let me see. Let's see if we can back out on this camera.
Oh,
we
did
make cookies, didn't we? All right, do me a favor. Swap the camera. Let's go to this one. Yep. Let's go to that.
Yesterday.
Okay.
On Sunday.
So this is from my friend Craig Dabler. All right. And Craig. Yeah, I totally missed that garbage can, dang it. Anyway, so Craig does, I'm going to move your stuff here. Sorry, dude, but you have to put it all together anyway.
Are we doing soldering stuff?
We are going to be doing soldering today. Kate is.
My stuff.
Yours, we just have to set the stones and paint your
My
piece.
stuff over here?
No, leave it, move it over. So anyway, so Craig does sand casting and he has like a whole kit. Welcome, Tom, it's good to see you. So he has a whole kit of things that he sent for us so that we can do some sand casting. So this is a clay that he has developed.
They can't win the rolling mill.
I don't know, Tom, did you win the rolling mill? From Andrew. So let's see what we've got in here with all of these pieces. Okay.
Ooh, can I open a box?
You want to open? Why don't you open some of that? Okay. So,
This box.
all right, you open. You want some scissors? Here's your scissors. Okay. So when we do sand casting, we can take a mold of something, and you create your mold by having this in this clay. Now, the clay that my friend has developed is a very fine one. Now, there's a couple of clays that he has, and I'll show you guys the difference between those when we do the sand casting. It's not going to be today. Oh, Tom, I'm so sad too. Darn it. We were hoping.
At least you won something from us.
Yes, you did win something from us. Not that I have sent it out yet, but you know, you did win something. So we'll get that. So what he has in here, and this is actually what I had asked him for, because I knew I was going to have you girls cast some stuff, and his system is called an AccuPore, and it allows you, careful, that's talc powder, and I'll show you and explain everything that it's for and whatever else. But anyway, so this system allows us to be very accurate with when we're pouring. And then here's a crucible, and the crucible is what we melt our silver in. So this is something that we're going to do later this week. We'll do some casting.
I think it's mold.
You think it's mold? So actually what that is, Kiari, it is a frame. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
And that's a big, big frame.
You put the mold inside.
Well, what you do is you put your pattern inside of that. Yes. So we put our pattern inside of this, and look at how big that is. And so he has sent us enough clay.
Put your hand inside.
Yeah, no doubt. So this is a gigantic one.
Greasy.
Yeah, there's probably a little bit of grease in there. So
Put your hand inside so it makes mold of your hand.
I don't know that I would quite do that, but anyway. So
Handmade piece.
what's that?
Handmade piece.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
totally handmade because it's a hand.
Because it's a hand. Ha ha! You're so punny.
Huh?
Nothing. Anyway, so we'll talk a little bit about the sand casting system coming up and how it works. And we'll talk a little bit about the differences in the different clays that are available. Because he has this new one that he has made. And then I believe that he also has some Petrobond.
Oh.
Okay, which is a little bit different as well. You guys are reading the comments.
12 hours.
Oh my goodness, Bobby, you're a pro. All 12 hours of Andrew's. You know, I caught, I think, an hour here or there, but that was it. We were so busy. Although I can't tell you what we were doing because I don't remember. I know we washed a car, at least one. We did a little bit of yard work. We did go to the store. I don't remember what else we did. Like the whole thing was just a blur and not long enough. So anyway, guys, this is something that we will be doing, like I said, this week, and we'll talk a little bit more about all of that. So thank you to my friend Craig, and I'm excited to do some of this. I think that you guys will have some fun. And I have a whole bunch of patterns. I've got flowers, I have hearts, I have a skull, I have rings. Yeah, do you remember those? Because yeah, I've done sand casting before. But like I said, this is part of...
Terrible.
It does smell terrible, you're right. So we will open up windows and we will have the fans.
You made it smell terrible when we had a house. And it was in the room, so it smelled terrible.
You're right, it does smell terrible. Now move out of my spot.
Kiari wanted to go closer.
Oh, we're not doing it today, ding-a-ling. Okay, so what we do...
Horrible.
We're not going to do it today. Kate, what I would suggest that you do is get the whiteboard off of the rotating tray and arrange your flowers. Okay, and I would put, so let's come back, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys what we are looking at here. So these are Kate's projects that she's working on. So she needs to round out her bezels. You've got one rounded out. You need to round out the other one. And now that this is rounded out a little bit.
Either of them.
Okay, well, but what we can do here is we can actually use the stone to reshape our bezel a little bit. Looks like maybe your bezel's a bit tight. So... But sometimes you can just actually use the stone itself to kind of get that bezel into place. Let's use
More of those white pad things.
white pad
I don't
things.
know where the white thing went for this. The one that I used to scrub it.
Oh, I don't know what you've done with them, honey.
I didn't do anything.
Well, you did
It's over
something.
here.
This is a bit loose.
Okay, so this one's a little bit tight, which is okay, but we might want to stretch this one just a little bit. Is that one really loose?
Yeah, the stone just popped out.
So yeah, let's see. So Sue Ellen, you said that you watched from 7 a.m. your time to the end. I want to say that he ended at about 2 p.m. my time, which I think was probably about 8 or so for him. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, so now that we have this, do you remember what you have to do to these bezels when you get them onto the back plates? Oh yeah, see that is a perfect fit, Kate. That's exactly what we want to have.
Keeps falling out.
Oh, but that's okay. It's totally fine. It's not a big deal at all. But that is a great fit. So I'm very, very happy with that. And you know, there's another type of setting that you can do with these bezels when they're really tall like this. And I don't normally do it, but Andrew Barry, when he was doing his thing, actually reminded me of it. And I think it would work perfectly with what you're going to be doing for your flower.
Blossom?
What's that?
Cherry blossom?
Is this one going on the cherry blossom?
Yeah.
I guess it is, huh? But yeah, so I will show you guys that. I'll show you that as well. So Colleen, who is everybody mentioning? Is everybody mentioning Bobby, or just because we're talking to Bobby? I think everybody's just talking to Bobby. She's just answering questions on the chat and stuff like that. So, all right. Oh, Bobby, you're one of my biggest fans. Thank you. I'm one of your biggest fans too. So, and you know what? I'm totally coming back to Tucson this next year. Even if nobody else comes, I will be there.
I don't know what happened to the white polishing thing.
I don't know what happened to it either, but you know what? You have a job over here to do.
Rolling milk to Tom.
Tom, I would love to get you a rolling mill. I just can't afford to pay for it. But I do have extras here in my studio.
You can buy one.
Yes, we could work something out. All right, you guys. So what we need to do now, so Kate, I want you to file or sand your bezels, right? Remember, you have to sand those so that they are nice and flush, right? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, you're so quiet today. What's that?
Reading.
You're reading? All right, I think that this one still needs to be stretched a little bit. So when I have a bezel that needs to be stretched ever so slightly, what I will do is, in this case, I'm just using a pair of bail making pliers, and I'm just pinching. And I'm not doing it very hard, and I'm not doing very much. But what it does, oh, that's beautiful. It stretches that metal out just enough.
$10.
Oh, check it out. Thank you, Glenda. Okay, so here's another thing too. So Andrew, every time he got a super chat or a super sticker, he would stand up and he would do whatever it is that emoticon or whatever it does. So you girls should stand up and take a bow. Come on, that's what we agreed you would do. So stand up.
I didn't say I would agree.
I don't care, but you do it. Take a bow and say thank you, Glenda. Hurry, come on.
I did it.
Thank you.
All right. So thank you.
So it was like this. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, so we've decided that every time we get a super chat or a super sticker, we're going to do it.
I would do that.
Wow. I said you're going to do it, so there.
No.
Dude, I'm the mom.
That doesn't mean that I have to do it.
It does mean you have to do
No,
it.
it doesn't.
It only works for super stickers. Super chats don't work.
Yes, well, super chat. So in a super chat, tell us what you want the girls to do.
No, I'm not doing it.
Okay, do it.
So,
Lame. Oh,
all right, fine. I'll do it too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Heck yeah, we'll all do it, okay?
No, I
So, all right, so Tom, you said that you have a lot of junk sterling silver that you want to melt down and roll out to make your own wire. Yes, and you know what? Making wire, as long as you've got the wire rollers, it makes it really easy. But I also find that, because really the wire rollers on a rolling mill, you either have half round or you have square typically. Now I happen to have another rolling mill that has other shapes as well. But really a lot of times what I will do is start to roll it down with that square, and then I start to pull it through a draw plate.
So do they
and
give
that
us
will make it do it.
$10? Like, do we get all of it?
Well, I think YouTube keeps a little bit of it, but we get most of it. That was kind of cool, huh? Maybe what we'll do at the end of the summer, if we get enough, we'll go get ice cream or something. How's that?
Or we get some.
So Sue Ellen, yes, this is going to be the that pseudo scallop, because I think that it will go really, really well on her little flower piece on there as well.
Yeah, maybe if they send us like an even number, when we get it, we can split it up for us.
Oh yeah, an even number, and we split it up for us.
Yeah, like Kate gets 5 and I get 5.
Oh, you two get them. I see how you're working this.
No, if we do that thing, if we do,
Well, what if I do it?
if we do, you get some.
Yeah.
If we do like that, if we do
Yeah.
it, maybe we get some.
All right. Well, maybe so, huh? All right. So, let's see. Well, Glenda, we were so glad that we got to be a part of your birthday for sure. And Louise, I hope he does make an emoji tape to put online. That would be really fun with all of his little things. And yes, I did see that he got his
Super
exercise.
testing.
So, matter of fact, I purposely did not send him anything that made him get up to do anything
Somebody put
because I saw how much he was doing, and I was like, oh, I'll just do that. She's so cute. Yeah, he thinks you're funny. I think you're funny. Go sit down.
She's helping me off the screen.
You guys are silly. Okay, so Kate, I want you to go over and get the soldering board and start to lay out your flowers. Actually, before you do that, get the sandpaper and the files because you need to sand down your bezels. So here is, what?
I'll sand it.
All right, here, you sand it.
These are fun.
Yeah, the super stickers. So Glenda, we're not ever going to get to see any of the other chat because she keeps coming back to it and she's like, I want to see it some more. So it's kind of fun. There you go. Yeah, you just have to scroll it down.
You can actually press the little button that's supposed to.
What's that?
You can actually press the button that's supposed to do it. But
Aw. Oh, you didn't see a cello or flute cased for tips. Darn it. And she said that's a $5 tip for each of you. So that was very nice.
Yay!
So thank you, Glenda. That's for your singing for her birthday. Okay. Glenda, I think it's so funny. Nope, I will definitely make sure that that tip gets passed on for sure. So, all right. So Sue Ellen, you said that you never have trouble with the square wire, but you get flanges on the D section, and I anneal very often. So if you're getting flanges on the D section, what's happening is there's two things. Either you're compressing too quickly, or more likely the case, you just have too much wire for that particular shape. And that's really what it is. So, Tom, you have 16, 8 girls, 8 and 8 boys. You have 16 kids. What? Seriously? So no, okay, so remember what you're gonna do is you're gonna run that in the figure 8 and you're gonna do it on both sides, right? And if you look at it, you shouldn't see any high spots. So that one looked really, really good. And then you're gonna flip it over and you're gonna do the same thing. Then once you have sanded this, what is your next step? What's your next step? That one still has high spots on it that I can see. Okay. No, you keep going. It's your piece.
I tried to dig it.
Oh, Tom, that makes much, much more sense. Grandkids. I think I must have missed somebody's comment about grandkids. So I could not possibly imagine you having 16 children. But 16 grandkids, that makes much more sense. So, all right. So what you want to do is you just kind of like, that looks really good. So what do you do next? Do you remember? In order for you to see if when you solder it on and it's going to be good, what do you need to do?
which one is this one? This is the cherry blossom.
This is the cherry blossom one. So this is going to be your larger disc. Oh, stop.
This one.
So,
okay, why are there so many discs?
because one of them we had punched out, and I think it was,
Yeah, but we put that
I don't know.
away.
I have no idea. There was just an extra. Actually, is this the one that goes with this one? Okay, yeah, so we just have an extra one, that's all.
Okay.
All right, so what do you need to do here?
Bunny.
Yes, we're just gonna put that on there. Now, when you go to solder this, your head is right in the middle of that camera.
There's only heights.
Okay, so what you wanna do to check that is you actually have to lift this up, and then you look through the inside of that bezel to see if there is any air or any light coming through that. You have a really great fit. That looks really, really good. So at this point, you would be ready to solder this.
Okay.
Now, one of the things that we decided is that she is going to So we've got our flower like this. And rather than have, you know, the back just show all of those wires, we figured we would put a back plate on one side and the bezel on the other side. So that is what she's going to do. So I think the way that you ought to lay this out would be to get your sanding or your solder block, okay? And then I would take and I would lay out your flower. Now see this? See how that guy sticks up right there?
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna have to adjust that, and see, you've got that on all of these. This is the only one that both of those lay flat.
How do you fix it?
Well, just like a jump ring. So you would just take this and just kind of use, and you don't even have to use pliers, honey. Your fingers will be totally fine because you have enough metal here. So just like a jump ring, yep, you're gonna take them and just lay them out like that, okay? And then you're gonna lay them out on this, and this is going to be tricky, and we may have to think or reconsider how we do this, you know, so that we can hold everything down and make it so that we can get this all soldered into place. Okay. All right. So, Louise, you said your sister-in-law has 11 kids and raising 2 grands as well. Oh man, bless your sister-in-law. You know, 3 kids is enough for me. Holy cow. Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit tricky. But I don't have to raise her.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Your spirit does.
Well, maybe later, but not right now. You know. You need what?
Place it.
Oh, no, no, no. That's not how you would do that. You would just take this on here like that. But this you're going to do separately anyway. You're going to solder.
Place it so I can see what
You want to see what it looks like? Okay. So if you wanted to just place that on there to see what it looks like, that's what I think we're looking at. That is going to be stinking cute, Kate.
Why do you say stinking?
Well, fine. That would be really cute. It can be. Don't worry if it bumps. You're okay if it bumps. It's just, you're just test fitting all of it anyway.
Here we go.
Yes, some people are more saintly than others, and those who can handle multiple children like that are far more saintly than I am. You know, it is enough to push all of my limits to deal with these 2, especially a certain one over here. Huh? She gave me a dirty look. Anyway, so I could not be a school teacher. I go in and I help the teacher as much as possible whenever I can, you know, and I go in every week and I help out in the classroom, or I go on all of the field trips. But that is enough. I don't think I could do. I have gone on the majority of your field trips. Nice try, Ed. All right. So, Kate, go get your solder pad now. Actually, you still need to do your bezel for the Yellowstone. Okay. Kiari, we are now going to start to set your stones. What's that? Well, here. There you go. All right, got that. Okay, so Kiari, we need to do.
Sounds good.
Well, you'll be fine. I'm sure you can make it through this. Here, put it on the table, honey, so that you actually have some weight behind it. All right, so Kiari, we have here, count up how many of the little stones you need.
1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, and there are 6 of our little stones. These are 2 millimeters. They're absolutely tiny. And then we have, I don't know, you test it and you tell me if it's good. How many of the big stones do we need?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so there's our 5.
Well, I wasn't doing clear.
Well, we have to on the 3 millimeter stones. Remember, the 4 millimeter stones wouldn't fit in there, and that's why we're gonna do the colored paint in here. So it'll have a lot of sparkle to it.
Have any color?
Correct, they will not have any color. But you know what? I think it's okay, because what will happen is your rainbow will just sparkle, right? Okay, so Tom, these particular stones I got from Halstead Bead. When I ordered the settings, I also ordered the little stones. And then I'll move them. They come in a baggie, and I just move them into one of my little containers. So Kiari, let's see, I have a fun little tool, maybe. I don't know where it went. Maybe we won't do it that way, I guess, huh? So let's take some of this.
I was gonna do
Whoops,
this.
what? I know, but they didn't fit. Remember, we tried. I know, sometimes it changes a little
I wish
bit.
you had colored little ones and colored
I know, we need to find
You
some.
need to order them.
Yeah, I'll look and see if I can order some, and we'll find it for you, okay? All right, let's zoom in a little bit so that these guys can see. Whoa, too far. There we go. And let's zoom that camera back out. All right, so what I have here is I have what's called sticky wax. Okay, and I think it's just a beeswax is all that it is.
Where did it go?
What?
Isn't it that little?
Yeah, I don't know where that went. What? Just on the bench top right there is fine. All right, so Kiari, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna pick up one of our stones and we will just set it into place.
Sideways.
Yep, it is a little bit sideways, isn't it? All right, let's see if we can get that in. So this one's gonna be a little trickier, huh? There we go, that's better. Oh man, now I flipped over. Dang it. This one really is a tricky one. Here, I need the magnifiers. That's part of my problem. I'm blind as a bat anymore.
No, you're not. You can still see me without your glasses.
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'm just blind. What do you think?
Well, then how can you take pictures of me?
Because my camera's not blind.
How can you see?
Maybe I can. All right, let's see here. There we go. That's a good fit. All right, that one's good.
Do you have any of those round things?
My round things. What?
Yeah,
Yes, the
those.
punches. Yes, and you are
Is
going
there
to
one that
set
fits
this.
with those little ones?
Not in this set. There isn't.
Then we need
Okay.
to be careful.
All right, we do have to be careful. So here is the one for this setting. This is the 3mm setting. Yep, that's gonna be perfect on there. Do you want me to hold this and you hammer? Or what do you wanna do? Don't hit me. You wanna try to do it? Okay. You ready? Go ahead. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's looking really good. Do it a little bit more, but not too hard. Okay, now keep going. Okay, stop. I see some air pockets on this. Take your stone out because that's really what you need to look at. You need your stone out of that because I still see some air pockets in that. I do. I mean, and I can see that. All right, that one looks really, really good, Kiari.
Because the stone isn't all the way. It's still partially.
Okay. All right, so now let's do
Careful.
the next stone. Oop, there we go. Oh, that's a good one. That one went in much easier. Here you go.
Oh, I can see it.
Okay, well then that's good then. All right, so
Just my stone was partially.
go get the solder pad and let's get that all set up. Just move that quench bolt off of it. Oh no, what happened, honey, is you were not aligned on this one very good. And so you've actually dinged up our bezel a little bit. So what's gonna have to happen on that now, because you've dinged it up, we're gonna have to actually take, and I'm just gonna use the back end of this as kind of a pusher to help push over the edge where it kind of split. You have to be really, really careful and make certain that your setting is set before you hit it with your hammer. And this one has a pretty tight tolerance, and that's why that happened. And don't feel bad, it happens to me sometimes too.
Put the punch bowl.
Just right here. So don't feel bad, that happens to me sometimes too. So we'll take this and we'll, like I said, I'm just using the back end of this as a burnisher, and we'll come back and we'll fix that later, okay? But like I said, don't feel bad because that totally happens to me too. And now I just lost a couple of our stones. Where did it go? I lost one of our stones. Oh, we'll have to find it.
This one?
Oh, there it is. You have such good eyes. Nice job.
It was hidden.
It was hidden.
And it was kind of easy to see.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So let's see if we can get the next one into place. Oh, that one went well.
Why don't you just flip the rainbow?
No, I
upside
said
down?
just this part, sweetie, because there's not enough room right now for the whole thing. So
Well,
just
what-
take this and just lay everything out. So
Why
go ahead and
don't
move
we
that back.
Why don't you just grab the rainbow and push it in?
Sometimes it's a little bit, I wanted to show you another way to do it. Okay, so there's more than one way of setting these stones into there.
And it's not the soldering.
All right.
Add it over.
All right, Kiari, you ready? Go ahead. I'm just gonna hold this just to make sure that we have it in the right place. All right, that is looking pretty good, but I want you to do it a little bit more. Okay, and I want you to do this a little bit more. Give it just a little bit more. There you go. That's better. Okay, that's much better. And Louise, you're right. Or let's see, who said it? Or Suzanne. Yes, you learn so much from goofing up sometimes. And you want to know the way that I learned that part right there, where sometimes this will sit off, was actually during my
I saw
on
that.
one of my online workshops.
I saw that
Man.
after the very last hit.
Yeah, but yeah, when I was teaching one of my online workshops, my orbit workshop, my orbit bracelet, and I show you how to make a bracelet, and we use tube settings and everything on it. So, and that was where I saw that that would happen, because that had not happened to me before, but of course it happened during the course. So I showed how I kind of took care of that and how to set things up so that in the future it wouldn't happen. A little bit harder. You're okay. You're doing okay. Okay, let's see. All right, that's looking really good, Kiari. Yep, that's looking pretty decent. Okay, the last of our big stones. This is going to be really cute, Kiari. It's going to sparkle so much. All right, let's see.
It can match your shirt.
Yes.
Not sure.
All right, I'm not liking how that one's set in there.
The one you're wearing.
Now he doesn't want to come out. There it goes. So sometimes when that happens, you can just take that sticky wax, and that's where that wax really comes in handy, because we can take that wax and just kind of pull our stone back out. All right, that's a much better fit. And then it looks like the stones are dirty, but they're really not. The wax comes right off.
They look dirty.
This one does. Okay, go ahead and hammer that one in. A little bit harder. There you go. Ooh, not me.
Sorry.
That's okay, but go ahead and hit the harder a little bit. All right, let's see. Oh, that one is really good. Okay. Nicely done, sweetheart. Let's see here. Yep, those look pretty good. Here, hand me that hammer. I want to set this one just a little bit more. Okay, that's a little better. All right, so now we have all of our big stones. Now we have to set the little ones. And these little ones, they're new to me. I've never worked with these before. When I'm setting stones that are like 2 millimeters, I've done them in prongs, but I've never done them in these little bezels. Matter of fact, I didn't even know that these existed, but I am going to be doing a series.
How did they even get those?
They just made them the same way they make the bigger ones.
Which they get it from
I don't know.
They make
mines?
them.
What's that?
How did they make them?
I'm not sure.
Make them.
When they got them
Well, they
from
do make them.
mines
No,
or
no.
somewhere? Or from rocks?
Well, not the settings.
Well, no.
Like,
not
I mean, the
gems,
little stones. Well,
The stones.
little stones I get all the time. So yeah, I mean, I have diamonds, real diamonds that are even smaller than this, sweetie. But like, I've never
How
done.
did you know they didn't exist?
No, the little tube settings. The little silver part that we're putting the stones into. Like there are stones that aren't even a millimeter. They're tiny, tiny, tiny.
Like 1 inch?
Oh, like, you know how many millimeters are in an inch? 25. So because we do not have a setting for this.
Do they look invisible like that?
Sometimes they can be super tiny. They're called mealy. Okay,
I thought you
so
said you didn't have one.
I don't have one like this, but what I do have is our little set here that has a whole bunch of different
Well,
sizes.
as long as you have something that will work, then that's good.
Yes, I agree. Okay, so when I'm doing this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to,
Won't that break?
I hope not. Nope, it's meant for this. And I really hope that that fit. Oh, that was perfect. That's good. Yep, that one looks good. So this one will work. So what I did, Kiari, is these settings, the stones are 2 millimeters. What?
Some heads gonna look like pepper.
I know, they're tiny. Some of them can be absolutely teeny tiny. And it's funny because there'll be 100 of them and it looks like nothing. It just looks like she says, like pepper, salt or pepper. So what I did was I came into our kit. Let me back this up just a little bit so you guys can see what I'm looking at. So what I did was I came in here and I tried to fit this little cup on top of the bezel. The 2.5 millimeter didn't fit, but the 2 3/4 millimeter, so 2.75, that one fit.
Is that small or bigger?
Oh, it's small. Well, it's bigger. It's bigger than the 2.5. So what you want to do is you just keep trying these until you get one that fits. Like the 3 millimeter, it's a little bit too big. So we wouldn't get done what we needed to get done. So this was the one that fit. And that's where the benefit of having a set like this one is. So Sue Ellen, some of those stones are so tiny, and you know, if I didn't have the microscope now, I couldn't work with them either. Like even this right here is taxing me, you know, fairly decent because they're so stinking small. All right, so, okay, oh, that fits in there so pretty. And I'm just gonna push that down just to make sure we're down far enough. All right, you ready, baby? Here you go. The thing that's nice about this one, Kiari, is that now you have a little bigger surface to hit, right? So it's gonna be easier for you to make sure you hit it. Come down a little harder. There you go. All right, let's see what we got there. Okay, that looks really good. So let's keep going. Do you want to try to set one of these in here? Or do you want me to keep doing these little guys?
I think I'll try one after you do that.
You want to try it? I think some of them are going to be a little easier than others. All right, here's, whoo, see, they move around so much. All right, you ready? Here you go.
Because they're smaller, will they break easier?
Not necessarily. Yeah, not necessarily. This is, look how pretty this is going to be. Look at all that sparkle. I don't know if you guys can see that on the video, but there's definitely a lot of sparkle. Oh, is there a stone right there? Oh no, Kate, that's actually a little piece of silver.
Yeah, that's not a stone.
That goes in there. That was a little cutoff.
Something shiny. Like what you have.
Yep. All right, so where did the little wax thing go? Oh, back there.
Wait.
No wonder I couldn't see it. Okay, so what you do is you just barely touch the stone. It doesn't even take much. Okay, and then you're gonna try to set that stone into that little hole right there. And sometimes you need your finger to help push it off. I know, Louise, isn't this gonna turn out so cute? I think, you know, I know she originally wanted to have some colored stones in here, which I think would have been darling as well. But I think by having the clear stones, it's going to actually be really good.
I think the clear stones.
It's hard, isn't it?
Rainbow, I feel like would be too much color.
Yeah, so you have to touch, wait, this is why. So see how the stone right now is upside down?
Mm-hmm.
So what we need to do is we need to, because we want to touch on the face of that stone. We want to touch on the top part, and that's called the table. That flat spot on the top is called the table. The little pointy part at the bottom is called a cullet. Okay.
They're both flips upside down.
All right, so this guy, oh, there he goes. Now he's in. Yeah, now he's in there nice and flat. Do you want to hold this and try to do it, or you want me to hold it? Okay, so make sure,
This one?
yes, but let's make sure we get it on there just right. There you go. Keep it straight for now. Okay, go ahead. And then we'll start to rock it around a little bit. All right, let's see. Oh, very, very nice. Yep, that one looks pretty good, dude. Way to go.
Don't we need to get this thing and go woo, woo, woo?
You don't have to, but you can. Woo, woo, woo. Should we add the sound effects? Woo, woo, woo.
Sure.
Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, so you got 2 more stones. You ready to try that? So Suzanne says that it's going to look beautiful. And Louise said it is going to make it pop, and you are doing a great job. Can you get it in there? Nicely done, honey. Oh, that's got a beautiful fit to it and everything.
I like doing those super sticker things.
Yeah. You know what? This one is a little bit crooked. It's really hard to see, but it's there. Let's see if we can... I know, see? Sometimes it just sticks to our wax. There we go. That's a better fit. It's kind of tricky, isn't it? All right, here you go. Don't do that one yet. Don't do that one yet because it can bounce out while you are setting this one. Sue Ellen said it's going to be really pretty too. So, okay, you're sure? Yep, you've got a great setting on there. Nice. There you go. Oh, yep, there you go, right there. Okay, and then rock it around a little bit. Sorry guys, I know our hand is covering this up. A little bit harder, honey. There you go. Okay, let's see. Beautiful job. Okay, you ready for this last one? Go ahead and get that set into there. And you can use your other fingers to help put it into place. Oh, did it flip your stone over?
Doesn't want to stick.
Here, so what we can do, sometimes if the wax gets hard, then what you do is you just warm it back up and then it gets all soft again. But sometimes if the wax gets cold, then it loses its stickiness. So you have to...
just kind of sweaty.
Are they sweaty? Are you nervous?
No.
They just get sweaty, huh? All right, so Kate, do you see what's wrong here and here on yours?
What?
Okay, let me show you real quick. So, where's the center of your piece? Okay, so the center of this would be like right here. You see how the center of your flower is up here? So you're...
I couldn't pull them in anymore.
Yeah, so we need to kind of spend some time.
It pushes them out.
I do see how it pushes them out. So what you have to do is just kind of work with them, pushing in and pushing out. See, I think this one, like these, you could actually bring them closer together too, if you wanted to. And that might help you get them into place a little bit better. All right? All right. How's it coming? You having a hard time getting it in?
Kind of crooked.
Wait, that's not the right one. This is the one that you're working on. What?
Can't bring them together really anymore.
Yes, you can. Yes, just like that. Yeah, exactly. So good job. All right, is he still crooked?
I think not.
I can't tell. And you've got my magnifier. Thank you. All right. No, that's great. That's a really good fit right there. So go ahead and center your piece onto that. Yep, good. That looks really, really good. Okay, now make sure you rest your hand down here on the block so that it makes it stable. Sue Ellen, oh, careful. All right, go ahead and, that was really good. That's actually done, Sweet Pea. You're done.
That was...
Those were some pretty good hits. Yeah, nicely done. So those are all now done on there. Good. Sue Ellen, I don't know exactly what the name of that wheel is. I will find out what the name is on those. I thought I had them right here, but I think I may have put them back. But I will find that, and I can get you a link. I'll try to remember to put the link down into the description of the video when we're done. So what you do to take this out of here is you're just going to unscrew that a little bit, and then it pulls out, and you put it in its slot, and then this one has a hole here in the middle, and then the holder goes right there in the middle, and then you can just close it. Nice, huh? All right, okay, that looks a million times better. So let's show these guys what you're looking at. That's 100 times better. Good job. Yeah, I like that better, don't you? So when we go to solder this, I think most of them are going to go down just fine. We may have issues with a couple of them, and then if that's the case, that's okay. Then we just come back and we resolder, right?
I can see it, Mom.
So what we need to do, and this one, maybe we just move him off the board so we're only dealing with one, or you could leave it here, it's up to you, okay? But what we wanna do now is let's get this really fluxed up well, and then we'll come back in and get that all soldered, all right? That looks really good though, nice job. And then we'll do the same type of thing here, but here we may only be able to like solder on a couple of petals at a time, because see how they hang out here? Another option that you could do is we could get something that is the same thickness and place it underneath like that, so that it holds it up. Does that make sense? So you've got something like that that you could do. And that way then it holds it into place better, but even then, I think our wire is bent here. So we could always flip that wire over, and that might be something that helps it along too. All right? Then once we have these soldered into place, then you're going to need to take your bezels and get those soldered into place. And then we'll come back in and we will solder it onto the other side of the flower. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so get this one ready. So get your flux on here, get your solder on here. Okay, here's your solder, and you can get the flux. The paste flux is, where is the paste flux? Did it end up back over? It might be over at the other soldering station, because I had students in here this weekend.
Wouldn't the flux be better on this?
Yeah, the paste. Oh, the liquid? Either one will be just fine.
I feel like we'll move it a whole time.
Okay, well then use the liquid. Oh, thank you, Kiari. Use the liquid. So we'll just need to find the paintbrush. It's over here in the pan. Go ahead and do that, and then get your solder chips into place. For your solder chips, I would place solder chips in between each of these, like right here on those wires, because it will go down, okay?
It's stuck.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Okay. It's just flux, sweetie. All right, so there you go. Get ahead and get that all fluxed up, okay? All right, so Kiari has successfully put all of her little stones. Look at that. I don't know if that shows up on the screen very well, but that sticker is sparkly. So very fun. Now, I did not go through and polish this piece up because I knew we were going to be putting some of the paints on here. One, by not polishing it, we've also left a little bit of a tooth, not a whole lot, but a little bit of a tooth that it will kind of hold on to a little bit better. It is cleaned, so after it came out of the pickle, I did take a brass brush with some soap and cleaned it off that way, so it is clean. I'm not worried about that. But like I said, I wasn't going to take the time to sit here and polish it when I wanted to have a little bit of tooth to it, and I knew we were going to be covering this up. So let me pull us back to this camera here. And what we're going to do is we are going to work on a paper towel. And we have our Q-tips. I keep calling these stinkers Q-tips. So we have toothpicks. All right, and the toothpicks will allow us to bring these in here. So now Kiari.
Red.
Yes, that is a red.
We should do pink.
Pink to red.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do pink to red.
On the outside.
That is entirely up to you.
I don't know. I want pink. I want pink to be most color in there.
Okay, and then I think you should do blue to purple. Now you have two choices actually. Maybe we should do the green to the blue green. What do you think? See if I can put this on the camera. The green to the blue green and then the blue to the purple.
I don't know. Will this be like a light green?
Kind of. It's going to look just like that.
What's this?
Gold. It's kind of like a coppery gold color. You could take the gold to the green. You want to do the green to the blue or the blue green?
That enough?
I don't know. Probably. It looks good.
Or maybe we should have the pink. No, but we should have the purple fade to pink, maybe?
Well, I think your choice here with the pink to the red is actually a really good
Where will we
choice.
Put it on.
I don't know. We could put, I would do like the green on the inside and the red on the outside and then do the purple and the blue in the middle. What do you think?
This is a green blue.
Purple and the blue go on the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, well then let's put the purple and the blue on the bottom.
And then, so, pink to red.
Pink to red on the outside. We don't have an orange. Well, orange would be this one, the coppery color.
Well, then, orange to...
Now hang on,
Do you have
no, we don't. We couldn't find a yellow that was good.
Ow.
Well, we have a yellow, but these are all metallics, and that yellow that we have is not a metallic. So it would look funny.
We should have it, these two on the
Yeah.
outside.
On metallic.
And then,
This is as close as I have to the orange metallic.
then green to blue in the middle.
Non-metallic.
Oh, probably.
And then these on the outside.
Okay, so these two are in the middle. So let's do the middle ones first. Okay, so let's do these first.
So, pink to red,
What?
green to...
If you would like.
Let's do green over
I don't know.
here.
Nope, that one doesn't need it,
We need to...
and that one doesn't need it either.
Let's do green to blue.
I don't think so.
Let's do green to that.
Yeah,
green
that one
blue.
does.
So green over here to the
Okay, and that one does not.
color.
Okay, where do you want to do these?
So
I'm gonna zoom us in.
to red, and then that green to green blue over here. Green blue goes over here.
Green, blue, on the inside one or the middle one?
Middle one.
The middle one. Okay.
Because the outside is
Let's see.
pink to red.
Okay. Okay. So what do we want to do is let's do the middle one first.
Okay.
Okay.
So should we have it from pink to red or red to pink that way?
You pick. I think it will be fine
Probably
either way.
This way to this way.
Okay.
We should probably do that because then when you look at it, it's like this.
Okay.
So pink
Where are you going to
over
do the
here.
green?
Red. So pink, red,
Okay. Where are you going to do this green?
green to green blue.
Okay.
So green.
So what I think you should do, and see how I dipped it in on the back side of the or toothpick?
Nothing to open it.
Okay. You find one? Okay. So what we're gonna do is by putting it on with the back side, see how much more it picks up?
Yeah.
But see, I wanna let it drip off first before I bring it into this, okay?
So let's have both colors halfway. Or maybe in the halfway we should have it fade from a kind of a green to a blue.
I think that that is a very, very wise idea. Very, very
So will it
wise.
fade right there?
Yes. So what we'll do,
Right now I think it kind of has too much green.
that's okay. We will just take it and we can kind of pick it up a little bit. Kate, will you grab me another paper towel, please? There we go. See, like that. So that's what you're going to do, okay? And then I'm just going to roll that off so that we don't have too much paint on our thing now. Bye, Riley. Have a good day.
Bye, Riley. Have a happy unicorn work day. Bye, Riley.
Okay.
And use another
See you in a bit.
toothpick for
Yes,
blue?
yes. And then we use a different toothpick for a different color. All right? So be very careful. And then you're just going to put yours in here, and then we'll see what we can do to blend those together. You're a goober. Thank you. All right. So Kate, do you want to? I don't know. Hold tight. We'll do this in just a sec. Okay. Did you put any? You didn't put any solder on there yet. Okay.
No.
All right. That's fine.
Why is it so cold down here?
It's not cold down here. You're a weirdo.
It's freezing down
No. Okay, so in answer to the question that always comes up on this is, what are we using? So these are Tester's paints, and I just found them. I think I've picked all of mine up over at Michael's, but you'll find them wherever they have like the little models and model airplanes and model cars, things like that. So it's an enamel paint similar to what they put on cars. And so that's what we are using.
Car.
And people ask me, are you going to put a clear coat on top? No, I am not. So I am just using the paint as it is. We let it dry and we go from there. So
Glad we couldn't get a used
Oh, I
Tesla
wanna
and
put
paint
the
it with
pink.
these.
there you go. What, Kiari? I was just stirring it up, honey, because it wasn't mixing very well.
We could get a white Tesla and get the pink paint and paint it pink for Kiari.
There you go. Ooh, that's going to be really pretty,
or paint
Kiari.
it rainbow and make it unicorny for Kiari.
Unicorny.
Yep. Unicorny.
Unicorny.
I think some of it almost got on the gem.
And you know what? If it gets on the gem, it's not a big deal. We have,
We're gonna have just a teensy bit of color.
well, and we have a paper towel here that we can
Does that look
wipe
good?
it off. I think that looks really good. So I think, wait, now hold on. Yeah, go ahead and wipe that off a little bit.
Boring if I had not come up with a project to do.
I got some.
I know. But, you know, like we concentrated on yours a little bit. Now we have to concentrate on hers.
Kiari,
So, Kiari, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some here on the very, very tip. Okay, because we need to work it up here right around those stones. And that's why working with a Q-tip is kind of nice, because then we can get right up against those
Q-tip?
areas. Oh, see, I keep calling them Q-tips.
It's all right.
So here's what we can do now too, is I'm going to take some of this blue and we're just going to add it in here to the green, and we're going to do the same thing with the green over here.
Yeah, okay.
So that way they kind of blend together. What do you think?
Sure.
Okay, so now let's take some of the green and just do it on the tip of it, okay? Not very much. I don't know if that's going to blend well or not, but we'll try it.
That much?
Yeah, try that.
Choose a kiwi.
And then, yep, you're just going to kind of blend it in. Oh, yeah, that looks great. Nice. Okay, and instead of having it be a straight line, I would probably kind of pull it a little bit. So that way they kind of blend together like
Can't
that.
really see the green.
And then we'll do it here too. Oh, look, it's starting to already dry. So we'll just add just a little bit of this green. Just like so. What do you think?
Guys, I've decided the mascot of the live videos.
There we go. Who's the mascot of our live videos?
A kiwi.
A kiwi.
Yes, the kiwi. A bird.
All right.
bird kiwi.
So that looks really, really good, Kiari. Show our friends at home. Let's see if we can make that so that they can see it.
Uh-oh.
Arr. Boop. All right, so let's see if we can, and hopefully you guys can see that. So it's gonna look really cute, Kiari. I like this. Okay.
Got some longer ones.
Okay, so are we going to do then the red and the pink now?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you
pink
going to
is
start?
over here.
Pink is on that side? All right, well, here is the pink. This is a little bit tacky, but you'll be okay.
Oh, I'm all right if it.
Well, we have enough
on there.
toothpicks. Just use this one. We have enough.
That.
All right. Yeah, I would probably use the back of that. Oh, dear. Okay, go ahead.
Making a mess.
I am making a mess. We're going to have painted countertop over here. Tabletop.
Well, now it'll be colorful.
Right? We need a colorful show.
Everything
Okay.
in here should be an art piece, including the tables.
Oh, come on. Everything is an art piece in my studio. I like pretty tools. Okay, go ahead and put some more on there. Here, and let's move this because they can't see because you're covering it up. Yeah, there you go.
You know what would be cool?
That's going to be pretty, Kiari.
Go to recycle the old tables and stuff. If you took them and painted them,
Yeah?
made it into like an art piece.
There you go.
People would probably.
Life of a jeweler, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Nice. Okay, and so this one, you're going to do halfway through to here with the pink, and then we'll kind of blend that in with the red as well.
Right here.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and go ahead and go down to your crystal. There you go. Nice. This is going to be a very colorful rainbow. That's how we like rainbows, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
How many colors do you think are actually in the rainbow?
Well, are you including the ones you can see or the ones you cannot see? Okay, so I would probably make it, yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I would add a little bit more there. And what we can do too is once this dries, we can come back in and add another coat. And that will make it even more vibrant, okay?
Technically, all the colors in the rainbow.
Careful, don't get it on top of that stone, honey.
Orange, yellow,
I'm not
green,
trying to.
blue,
I think you need,
purple.
well, it's okay. Let's let this dry,
indigo.
okay? So let's wipe that off. Yeah, careful. So go ahead and wipe that off and then, yep, wipe it off down here. All right, and now you wanted to do the red. Okay,
We should probably use this one for the red because it's kind of red.
all right. So let's move these guys. Put that one there for you. Whoops. All right, there you go. Yeah, you're doing a pretty good job, honey. Nice. Yep, and see, and then where you, well, go ahead, and we'll talk a little bit about it in just a second. What do you think? You liking this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna wear it with pride?
Huh?
You gonna wear it with pride? Are you gonna be happy and say, hey, look what I made?
Yep.
Yep. And next time we'll have to make a unicorn horn for your thing, huh? See, I think we put all the other paints away. I'm wondering if we did have a gold that could act as the yellow.
Something in June and give it to Delilah.
Yeah, there you go.
Or sell it.
No, give it to Delilah.
Why?
Because it'd be tied on. Yeah. Make something rainbow with smoke and give it to Delilah.
So, you know what? I do have one that is a little bit more gold than that copper, so it's more of a yellow. If we do want to add some of that. I don't know where we would put it though. That's the only
That's a
problem.
yellow.
Yeah, but it is this is an
yeah.
opaque. See, it's so much of a different yellow. Like these are all metallic.
Yeah.
And like that one would be metallic because it's the gold. Okay, you done with the red? You're not done yet, or you are done? You're so quiet. Are you done or not done? You gonna blend that in a little bit? Good. Yeah, and it might be starting to dry already. Yeah, that looks really good, honey.
I need some of the pink.
And you know what? We will. You want some of the pink?
Yeah, so I can blend the pink.
Okay.
I'm getting it on me.
That's okay. We'll get it off of you. I got some on me too. There you go. You can go ahead and use that one. It's okay, because there's not that much on there. There you go. Good. Good job. All right. So next,
When quarantine's over, we have everyone who watches their videos come over and do a movie night.
everybody that watched our videos,
Yep.
we'd have a whole house full. And they'd have to come from Scotland and Ireland and England.
Yeah.
I think, didn't we have somebody in Germany?
It'd be a lot of fun.
That would be a lot of fun, actually. Oh, look at that. Apparently that one is already open.
It was. I told you it was.
Yeah.
That was open for you.
Well, I did not pay attention. I've got a purple finger now.
Did you try and shake it or something?
I sure did. Yep, so here we go. Hang on just a second. Let me,
Now we should do blue over here
wow, hang on. I gotta clean this baby up now.
and have it fade to pink.
Okay, wait, you want the purple to fade to pink? What?
No, I meant blue over here and then
Fade to blue.
Alright, well, we already got someone
No,
coming.
purple.
All right, who's coming? Louise is coming.
Blue,
All right.
And then purple over here.
Okay, so go ahead and put your purple in.
Bobby's
Put your purple
coming
in
too.
this way. Yay, Bobby! Who else is coming?
William Cobb, maybe?
You know what? Will just bought a house in Ohio. So he is in the process of moving from Atlanta to Ohio. So he's going to go to, he's going from Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia to,
Still need to make the little Zot thing.
yes, we do.
Is he watching right now?
I don't think so. I think he's probably packing his studio. It's got a lot of paint in it now. All right. You want to try getting it out of here? Sherry's coming too, huh? Yeah, I think Will need a break. He should come over for a movie night too. Huh?
I think we need a bigger movie room.
I think so, with everybody that's coming. Yeah, we might need a bigger movie room. And we'll have to restock our candy box.
Everyone can make their own candy too.
If they're going to make the effort to come over here, the least we can do is give them a box of candy for the movie, right?
That'd be a lot of money.
Nah, they're only $1 a piece. We can do it.
They still.
It'll be more for them to come and come to the movie night than it would be for a box of candy. Okay, so what you can do is you can roll that even. All right, let's get this.
I kind of got some purple over here because I forgot.
Actually, we need to wipe this down. What's that?
Suzanne's coming.
Yay, Suzanne!
We don't want a whole ton of people.
Yes, we do.
Well, yeah, okay then. We can still have more people come, right?
Heck yeah.
We want everyone.
It's a big room. We can fit a lot of people in there. You might have to bring their own chairs, but we can fit them in there.
Or we could have a blankie and we could have them sit on that.
Yep,
Like
there you
we
go.
did for one of my birthday parties one time.
Can you go get me another paper towel and throw this away, please? All right, you ready for it? I can't reach it. It's all the way over there.
Blue.
All right, here comes the blue. Last color. Let's see. Let's move this so that they can see it a little bit better. So, all right, here's your blue.
I'll do small.
You want a small Q-tip? I keep calling it a Q-tip, a toothpick.
Q-tip.
Tom, we actually do have a couple recliner chairs in there. So
you should come and you can have a recliner chair.
Louise,
you get
thank
here
you.
first.
If you're early, you can have a recliner chair.
But you got to get here early. Tom only lives down in,
But when will
I think
we-
he's down in Phoenix or
When will
Tucson,
we
so
do it?
he's not too far.
This weekend?
I don't know.
We should do it this
Quarantine
weekend.
ends.
We can't. Kate's going camping this weekend.
Oh yeah. Did they talk
Well, then-
to you about
And
that
next
already?
weekend, I think we might be going camping. I don't know.
Did they already talk to you about going camping next weekend?
No.
Oh, then we don't know if I'm going camping next weekend then.
This weekend or next weekend?
I don't know, whichever one it was. Yes, it is this weekend.
Yeah, it's this weekend. I'm sure they will. So see how you're having a hard time getting it into there? So what can you, yeah, that's actually really good. Right there, that's really good.
Tom's happy.
Southern Arizona, so yeah. So I think he's coming up from the Tucson area. I think you probably need a little bit more blue.
Okay, anyone else? And we need to know so we know how much popcorn to buy.
Heck yeah, we need lots of popcorn, right? Although, what's another one of our favorite movie treats? When I won't let you have candy, what do you like to eat, Kiari?
Fruits and vegetables.
White and green
Trees.
trees. Yep. So when we, there'll be times where sometimes if we've got a really late night movie, like I won't let the girls eat candy that late at night. And so a couple of times what we've done is we've just gone to
I
the
need
fridge
some purple.
to see what's in there, and
They don't know.
we have
why.
broccoli and cauliflower, which are white and green trees.
But they don't know why it's called white and green trees.
Because my kids will eat white and green cheese, but not broccoli and cauliflower. Yes,
It's not cheese. it's
trees. I said trees.
It's
I
really
heard-
like
Oh,
trees.
sorry. No, I meant trees.
When Kiari was little, we'd say, "Do you want broccoli? No. Do you want a green tree?
Yeah.
Yep, she liked
Do you want
the trees.
cauliflower? No.
No.
Do you want a white tree?
Yeah. And they were exactly the same thing.
They were exactly the same thing, weren't they?
No.
But you'd only
Let's
eat
see.
white and green trees, no broccoli
All
or
right.
cauliflower.
Wait till you guys see this. This is really, really cute. So let's see if I can get this
I'm
on
gonna
here.
go wash my
You gonna go wash your hands? Okay. So look at this. Isn't that cute? And see, and like I said, I think that we made a really good choice. Well, we only had one choice, but with the clear crystals, because by having the clear crystals, it's going to now sparkle, and we don't have it competing with any of the colors for our rainbow. So Kiari, I think that this looks amazing.
I feel like if you had those colored, it would be too much color. I need that
Well, and I
balance out.
think, I don't know about that, but I think that, you know, with it being the clear, it's just as a sparkle. And, you know, I think having a sparkle is good. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love colored stones, absolutely. But I think that this way you don't have to worry because the colors don't match whatever the stone is. So on this, I think we're gonna let this dry. I believe that the blue needs another coat. I believe that the red needs another coat. The pink could go either way. The blue and the greens look great.
Got a little heart on there.
What's that?
Got a little heart on there.
Yep, kind of like a little heart. So yeah, so I think just right there. But anyway, so look at this, Kiari. Look how great that looks. So like I said, I think we're gonna let this one dry maybe tonight, and then maybe tomorrow I'll have you add a couple pieces back. What? I've been going an hour already. Wow. All right.
Stop for today?
What's that? Yeah, probably. We will though. So yeah, Sherry, I agree. I think that the clear crystals look much better than what color stones would have. And you know what? It's okay.
Did you do that?
No, where? Which one got covered?
The purple.
The purple one?
I don't think I did that.
Well, sometimes what can happen is it can kind of bleed up there. So we'll clean it up afterwards, but we'll wait for it to dry.
Okay.
That's the nice thing about the crystal is that we can use a little bit of a solvent, which is kind of like a paint, oh stop it, which is like a paint remover. Sit down please. And then we can just kind of go over the top of the stone. So I don't think it's going to be an issue at all. All right. So that is Kiari's.
I still had my bow on while we did that.
Yes, you did. So what I'm going to do, Kiari, is we're going to move your stuff out of the way, and we are now going to work on Kate's. So if you are done, if you want, you can either hang out here and watch what's going on with Kate's, which I think you should. Yeah, actually, why don't you just do that? So Kate, let's move all of these. Or you can stay down here and watch and learn, which is what I think you should do.
That's what I will do. But
oh, good.
Another option I could do is go upstairs.
So we're going to move to this bigger torch since her pieces are a little bit larger. We're dealing with, what did we end up with on yours? 14 gauge wire? 14. Do you remember how big that is? 1 point... Do you remember? 1.3 millimeters. So yeah.
For some reason I just said 9.
All right, go get that soldering set up and bring it on over here. Well, because now we have room for it. And sorry, well don't put your feet where I roll over them then. Silly. Okay. So we're just trying to make some room here on our table, and let me zoom the camera out so you guys can see this a little bit better. Did our battery die? There it goes. All right, Kate, you're about to drop a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
You should have just like walked.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
The girls love to like just zip around on these chairs. Although I have to admit, having the floor in here like this and having the rolly chairs is kind of nice. So yes. All right, so what we need to do, Kate, on yours, let's get this into place. So we're going to move some of this stuff out of our way.
Mommy.
Yes. Okay, so we're just gently going to bring this up here. If we need to, or if you want to, we could place some hummingbirds on this, you know, to kind of help hold things down. What do you think? Kiwis. Or do you want to just try to go with what we've got?
Kiwis. What kiwis?
Kiwi hummingbird.
Oh, we don't have kiwi birds.
She calls these kiwis. She says that these look like kiwis. So you have a couple that are sitting up.
I don't
okay,
know what kiwis
like this
are.
one. So I might do that on that one. I might do it also on this. Well, maybe not, because I think he's going to move us out of place if we try to get him. There he goes. We'll try that. And then maybe this. No, we're not going to. We're just going to leave it. And what will happen is as we get this going with the soldering, we'll try to lay it down, okay?
Do you want to get solder on there now?
Well, I think what we need to do is let's dry your flux a bit, okay? So, because right now our flux, see how that would have bubbled out all of our solder? Okay, so now I think what you should do here is get your solder into place. I don't know what happened to my tweezers. Oh, you've got some, perfect. Go ahead and get your solder into place there. Yeah. All right. And then what I would do is I would probably place the solder, like, yeah, just like in between, or you can even set them. So I might even place some here in between and then also another piece down on the flower base itself. Okay, and that way you solder the wires together plus you solder it to the base. Okay, here, don't do it that way. Just if you want to put them on your board, that's fine. Like, put some here on your board and then you can get to them easier that way. Does that make sense? So, so thanks, Sue Ellen. I think our piece turned out really cute as well. So
I like those super sticky things.
You like those?
So fun.
Yeah, the super stickers are fun. Because why, you want to do some more dances? Is that what you're saying? You want to get up and do more actions? Like what Andrew did?
No.
And then at the very end of the summer, we could do like, we could also put together a little reel of all of your guys' little emotions. All the little actions you guys do.
Why are you going?
Because Kate doesn't want to do it. She's silly.
Dropped.
Oh, your solder dropped. There you go. Okay, and you know what we can do? We can actually go with what we have right now. So did you put any solder on the board?
These don't have any solder.
Okay, well then tell you what, just put the solder like right here on the back plate, right up next to those wires.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so on this, like I would just put it right here because this is all gonna be covered up anyway. So we don't even care if there's like a big solder mess down here, right? So we're just gonna put this like right next to these wires here on the board.
That one still doesn't have it.
Oh, in the middle you mean?
No, that one.
Which one?
Those two.
That's fine, we'll get there eventually. Okay, so this way we kind of get our soldering on a couple of bases. Right now, these wires right here are sticking up. When we go to solder, if we can, I will push them down and see if we can get them to solder down. And so otherwise, we're just gonna have to come back and do those again, right? So it's not a big deal if it doesn't. So get your solder pick. Yep, pull your hair back, good. Good job. Yes, so pull your hair back and then let's get your solder pick. All right, your pick is right there to the right or your left, yep, there you go. Okay, get your torch going. This one's a little easier, you just put safety down, push the button, and then flip this little switch here at the top. Good, nice job. Oh, almost, try it again. Well, hang on, you gotta put your safety down again. Push it all the way down, you didn't get your safety down yet. Okay, maybe you did, never mind, push it. And then this all the way, now let go. Whoa, what? All right, hold tight. There you go. Okay, so just come and work all the way around this. If you need to stand up then. Stand up if you need to. Okay, there you go. All right, so bring it in. You gotta come in closer, honey. Closer. Your flame is all the way out here. Closer, closer, closer. And come around in a circle. There we go. Okay, so this is gonna go really, really fast because we're dealing with all of these wires here. Okay, so you see them starting to flow now? See it? Ouch, that's hot. Okay, and we're gonna push that down, and stop. We are done. And this, so we didn't get everything down. Like this right here, that did not solder into place. But our torch hit right here too much. And see how it's kind of ruffled it up? What happened is it started to melt our wire. Okay, and we're stuck to the board at this point. I don't believe that this piece is soldered, and I don't believe that this piece is soldered. So just come in and warm it up for me. Come in a little closer. Okay, keep coming. And almost there. There we go. Okay, so we definitely have one petal that did not solder. Okay, Kiari, I need that quench bowl, please. And he's stuck to me. There we go. Put it right there. That's fine. Just put it right there. Thank you. Okay, so the rest of it, that's sticking to my pick. Okay, there you go. Good. So, and it's totally fine. I mean, how many joins did we just try to put on there? 14? That's a lot. And so to have only one that didn't go, that was pretty amazing. All right, so good job. So what I want you to do is, oh, I don't even think I turned on the pickle, but that's okay because we're not going to get to that point today anyway. So what we can do is you can pickle up this, and let's get your bezel onto there. Careful, Kiari. All right, so get this flexed up and get your solder into place. You're going to want to probably put 5 or 6 pieces of solder inside of that, okay? All right, so here's your solder. Go ahead and get that flexed up and ready to go, all right? I'm going to take your piece and I'll go stick it in the pickle. It'll still pickle even if it's cold. It just doesn't pickle quite as quickly, all right? Now be careful because this board is hot, especially right there where you're working. And then one of the things that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to dry that flux a bit. Okay, so you see how that bubbles up? You see how it kind of bubbles up?
She put 3 drops on there.
Yeah, I know, but you see how, and I mean, and it's spreading around, which is good. But what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to kind of dry it. So anyway, go ahead and that's why on sheets like this, I really like to use that paste flux. Yeah, you can just dip that right in there. Good. Okay, good. Now, before you get your solder into place, hit it with a torch and just dry it. Kiari, hand me that little blue torch, please. Thank you. Okay, so this torch, this one's a little easier. All right, because all you have to do is turn this towards on. So turn it counterclockwise. Yep, and now push it in. Good. Yep. It is kind of like a little baby flame, isn't it? So now come back in until you see, there we go. See, that's what we want to see. We want to see that. Now, I am not, however, liking how it kind of bubbled up. So what I'm going to do, move your torch here. I'm just going to add a little bit more in here. Okay, now dry that up. We just want to make sure we've got some really good coverage with our flux. Okay?
Oh, it bubbled up.
No, it's totally fine. All right, that's, I think, good. So to turn your torch off, turn it, yep, there you go. All right, good. So now go ahead and get your solder chips in there.
They won't pop.
They won't pop. But all you're doing is you're making your pick sticky. So get your solder into place. Just put them right around the edge of the piece. Like I said, I think we're gonna want probably like 5 or 6 pieces in there. Okay, don't hit it with the tips. I will swat your butt if you ruin my tweezers. You wash them off and then you dry them off. You don't hit them on the tips, or else you're gonna knock the tips out of alignment. And then I'll make you buy me new tweezers.
What do you mean by we'll knock them out?
Well, it means that it bends them.
Oh.
So that they're no longer sharp and pointy. Because right now, they're a really sharp, pointy tweezer. They're like the ones that I pull out your slivers with. Nice and sharp. So, Kiari, what are you going to do this summer?
Have fun.
Have fun.
And do gymnastics.
Gymnastics.
And read Robin Hood.
And we have Taekwondo. And you still have cello.
And that too.
You're going to have a lot of busyness on this summer, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you're going to be pretty busy. No, that was okay. Go ahead and leave it where it was. And then just add one more. It's totally fine. A lot of times people think that they should use less solder. And there are certain projects where you need a little more solder. Okay. Here, dry it off on my apron, dingling. That's why you should wear aprons in the studio. And it protects your clothes. Okay. Yeah, that. You're being so meticulous. Good job. All right, everything in there? Everything there? Okay. So, Kiari, hand me the white torch, please. Let's go with it. We'll do a little bit of a lighter torch this time. Thank you. Okay.
About the safety down.
Thank you. here you go. Here's this torch. So get your pick ready so that once you've got your torch going, you know where it is. Okay, go ahead and get it going. Push it. Nice. All right, bring it in. Okay, and you're just gonna heat up around the piece. Go ahead and come in. And and that's totally fine. No, keep it going. It'll come back down. It'll come back down, see? There you go.
Still in the wrong spot.
Is it? Well, keep it warmed up. Warm it up a bit.
Isn't it in the wrong spot?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Now look all the soldered stuff.
It's okay. That's why we have a pick, right? But see, what I need that there we go. Ah! See, we didn't want to touch it when it's warm or when it's sticky. There we go. Okay, there you go. You're going.
That one was
What?
in the wrong spot, so now it's floated like in the middle of the piece.
It's okay. It's okay. Look, what you do is you just use your pick. There. So now we've gone all the way around, but I need your torch back on here because it moved a little bit. So what we need to have happen here is we need to get that solder to flow again just ever so slightly so we can move this just a little bit. That's okay. What we'll do is we'll just file away this outer edge, which I think is more what you wanted anyway, as far as the look goes. Yeah, don't set that torch where it's unstable. Okay, so go ahead and get your tweezers. That was actually really beautiful. Like your solder flowed beautifully. And you're right, sometimes there is solder that moves out and it kind of goes into the middle of the piece. And that's when you use your pick and you help push it back. And did you see when I pushed it to that join that it just went zoop? Did you see that? No, you were too worried about it being out in the center. So yeah, so go ahead and go put that into the pickle. But yeah, so right now, like our stone moved, or our bezel moved ever so slightly, and that happens. And if you didn't want that to happen, what we should have done is used the will hold or hummingbird or something like that to kind of put it on there. Okay, and it did move a little bit, so it's not perfectly centered, but you were wanting to kind of remove that whole outer ridge anyway. So I think it'll work just fine. Okay. So we are now almost at an hour and a half. So I think we're going to call it a day, and we will come back tomorrow and we will be working on Kate's piece some more. And then once we've got Kate's piece done, now there's actually a couple of different things that Kate and I have talked about on her pieces. We've talked about filling the petals with something. And so we've discussed a little bit about resin, and we've talked about maybe like nail polish or even the different paints. So the jury is still kind of out, especially where we have ended up changing the design of these a little bit. Like I think doing resin now would be very difficult, where we are putting both the top and the bottom on the back and the front of our flower to kind of hide that.
Well, how would you even do nail polish with that?
Well, you wouldn't. That's why I'm saying, like, all of those methods, I don't think that they're going to work now, because in order for you to do resin or even the nail polish or anything like that, like you would have to use something to seal up those compartments so that that doesn't flow out.
Do you remember those little glass beads that we had?
That you just, yeah, I do know what you're talking about. And that might be an option, but again, we have to get it to lay flat. But see how this doesn't really lay flat?
You could put like a piece of paper or something.
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to look at it. We'll look and see what options we have.
We've lost a few people.
Well, that's okay. It's
We
because
did have 30. But
I know, but that's because I told them we were going to call it quits, and they're like, "I'm out of here," or maybe they just got bored and didn't want to listen to us talk. I don't know. So anyway, so Kate and I will talk about some of our options again a little bit more, and we will discuss that tomorrow. So in the meantime, Kate, let's get your other bezel soldered into place. Let's get this flower soldered into place and kind of go from there. So that way at least we'll be ready to move forward with that tomorrow. Like we can show them how to solder on the top of our piece, because I have to think about a couple of ways to do that part too. So that's kind of where we are for this show. So we will see you guys then tomorrow. What time?
1:45 Mountain Time. time. Woo!
145 Mountain. Somebody's excited, huh? All right, you guys, you have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, everybody. Have a happy unicorn day.